Centro.
Para adentro.
Para adentro.
Salud.
Salud.
Pura vida.
So the study abroad trip to Costa Rica was my first trip out of the country and my first study abroad trip in general, and I had the best time ever. I met so many fun people. We collaborated with a lot of different people, a lot of locals. We got to go to a ton of different protected areas on hikes, learn about different wildlife, see the diversity of Costa Rica, which was really awesome and amazing for me. And I had the best experience collaborating with students from the professors from and PUP Global Consortium.
This is my first time come to Costa Rica. I've heard tons of times that it's like a perfect destination if you're really a big fan for like wildlife and ecotourism. I learned a lot from this trip as well, and especially I love the concept of wellness park, which I really resonate with. It really combines the integral perspective of the worldview, and I feel like it is really inspiring for me to see those perspectives really implement in those protected area. And I feel like it's really good example that represent not only taking care of our environment, but as well as taking care of our own spiritual health.
Amazing experience the last 12 days have been. Visiting different ecosystems throughout Costa Rica. We've done so much, seen so much, from national parks to different protected areas, biological preserves. There's so much to take away from this trip. It's hard to put it into a little video right here. It's also amazing to see a different management style and perspective that you may not have experienced before in terms of real world experience, real world relationships, and I think that can take this management approach and these new world views that John has incorporated into his management style and program and take it to the next level, and to be able to again keep those management styles off the shelf. What an experience.
It was life-changing. It really opened up a lot of thoughts, and I didn't even think about worldviews until I read the book. And so I feel like it just opened up a piece of my brain and opened up a whole new perspective on like land management and what protected lands mean and why it's so important that we like focus in on this. And doing that with a bunch of random people that I never met before was perfect, because I feel like if I knew anybody here, I wouldn't have gotten out of my shell as much. And meeting all the locals and hearing the history, oh my gosh, I'm like mind blown. Yeah, I think this was just a really great experience for young people who are interested in this kind of stuff but don't have like a chance to get out there safely. Like I think that's my biggest thing with travel is, you know, I can't do it in a safe way, or at least feel protected like that. And so having an opportunity like this really made all my dreams come true. Like, this is all I really wanted in life.
I really enjoyed getting to see a lot of different areas from where I'm from in Montana. I grew up in Montana, so I'm pretty used to just seeing the native forest in Montana, but it was really cool to come to Costa Rica and see the forest that they have here. There's way more biodiversity, way different trees, way different animals, and it was really cool to have awesome professors and guides and become very close with my classmates. And overall, I had a very wonderful experience.
This was just a really good experience because we got to see a whole different environment, and not only a whole different environment, but different parts of the country that have different ecosystems. And I think that's a really important part of Costa Rican culture that we learned, and I didn't really understand that before we came here. And so getting to see the wet rainforest and the dry rainforest and the moist rainforest, I didn't know the differences between that. Getting to see it in person versus just like on a video or in pictures makes a huge difference, and it's just an experience that I don't think I'll ever forget. And it just like refueled my passion for conservation and wildlife.
Many courses come to Costa Rica. That's not a novelty. What makes this course unique among all courses, not just in Costa Rica but in the world, is that this course is about the evolution of protected areas throughout human history. From 250,000 years ago, the very first burial grounds, to the most cutting-edge concepts. And we try to do this seeing examples through Costa Rica. So the students who come on this course will not only learn about that aspect of protected areas, but they'll get a hands-on experience visiting a variety of different kinds of protected areas, learning about the natural history in those different protected areas, and also being able to encounter and listen to managers from each of those different protected areas, whether they be a well-known director of a national park or a community member running some kind of co-management project. So in fact, this course really is unique in the world, and we invite university students, pre-graduate or undergraduate and postgraduate from any university, from any country, as long as they can speak English. I hope to see you there.
This trip overall has been a great success, starting from the students and the professors, and I think we were able to combine a very good amount of sites, including areas in the highlands, as where we are right now, the lowlands and the Caribbean, the lowlands in the Pacific Northwest. So the students have been able to see part of the many different habitats that are in the country. At the same time, we have been dwelling into the importance and the diversity of protected management areas that are in the country, ranging from small farms that are protected for a couple of reasons to some of the most important national parks that we have in the country. And in the meantime, we have been discussing and doing some research into what has led to the creation of these areas, what has been protected. We've been able to have amazing discussions on diversity, conservation, habitat use, the history of Costa Rica, and how the development of the country led to the creation and the use of these multitude of different protected areas that we have across the country. Come and check it out. I think this is a great opportunity for people to see something very different from what they can see back home. It's also a great chance to see a tropical country with a lot of diversity in many different things. It's culturally rich, so I think it's going to be overall a great opportunity and a learning opportunity as well.
Can you teach us one word in Spanish that you like to use in Costa Rica and can embody this trip?
But an important phrase is quiero más café. I want more coffee.
How do you feel about this trip in general?
I am feeling pura vida. This really has been such an amazing, transformative experience. I've been to Costa Rica once before, years ago, and this was a spectacular experience with the students, going to new places, tons of ecosystems, and meeting amazing people and just how the diversification of how they manage conservation, protected areas, integrating with communities is a role model, I think, for the rest of the world, and feel very fortunate to be able to experience that in a really meaningful way. And I look forward to kind of future work here and bringing students.
Do you have any advice for a student who want to enroll next time?
Absolutely do it. You're gonna fall in love with Costa Rica, and I think you're gonna be able to immerse yourself in not only the culture, but also the place, the land, the spirit of it, the lifestyle, while also really learning about this place in dynamic ways that you can bring back to the United States or wherever else you plan to work and live in the future.
So do you, any words for the students here in the trip?
I just love them. I think, you know, I said this last night, our last dinner, but I just feel like these types of experiences are so unique for faculty as well, to get to know students at a personal level, and to be able to kind of live and experience a place like this, and also apply the concepts of what we talk about and read about in real context. And so I'm already hearing from people that they want to potentially work abroad or how they're thinking about this for their professional future, and it's really exciting to me. And so I'm just really in awe of the students. I've learned so much from them and just thankful that they were part of this experience.
Good. Is there anything about a trip that's something you like? Yes.
I like seeing all the animals on the trip.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think you have an idea of what a place will be like, and oftentimes when you go there, it's not exactly what you think it is, but Costa Rica met and exceeded my expectations as far as all the animals and flora and fauna and everything else. You know, I thought it was really good.
You learned some Chinese and Taiwanese?
Chinese, yeah, I learned some good words.
Can you say that again?
Ashian Hansen.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
I think Harrison is a badass.
Yes. What did you think about the trip?
I think it's amazing. I got to see lots of different wildlife. And I think you guys, the student you guys from UM is so funny.
Really?
Yeah, it's my first time being with this undergrad in the US. And I think you guys are amazing.
Are we better than Clemson?
I won't say that. Better, yeah.
You said
For now.
yes.
For now.
Yes.